Lost Castle on Nintendo Switch is an example of an unexpected surprise. The game generally costs $10, but I came across it when it was on sale for a mere $2.99. And we all know how a $2.99 game usually ends up. However, this game is a fantastic roguelike game that hits the balance between challenge and fun more accurately than the vast amount of roguelike games that I've played. So today, let's talk about Lost Castle for Nintendo Switch and what this game does right. Lost Castle starts off with a story about a duke who is seeking ultimate power and he turns towards Satan, and things turn awry quickly. Imagine that. Anyway, hell opens up, demons murder him and take over the castle the duke was staying at, and they choose to hide their hellish treasure inside the castle. Then you come along, wanting to see what the big deal about this castle is all about, get captured, put in the dungeon of the castle, and now you're on a mission to escape that dungeon with hopefully a better fate than the duke. The story is simple, short, and honestly about what it needs to be for a game which is more focused on gameplay. The game starts you off with a random weapon for you to use that can be swapped out for better weapons as you progress through your run. You travel through 5 levels, each with its own scenery and unique set of demons. The combat is very simple. You have a basic attack, a secondary attack, which is sometimes a block depending on your weapon, a special move that has to be recharged for every use, and a jump. The combat is simple, but honestly, with the constant swapping of weapons and their different move sets, you feel like you have more actions at your disposal. Plus, being able to discover all the different weapons and abilities makes the game far more entertaining. Your first several runs through though, don't expect to get out of the first level because this game is also very hard until you start getting some good upgrades under your belt. And upgrades come in the form of collecting demon souls. No, not like the Souls games, but I guess fine, like the Souls games. You get these from certain bad guys when you kill them, and when you die, you get to spend them on a skill tree to make your future runs easier. Skills vary from basic things like increasing attack, speed, defense, to a bit more complex like gaining health back from defeated enemies, and also gaining better potions on your run. Obviously, the better the ability, the more souls it requires, and further down the skill tree to unlock, but it all comes in time. You can also spend your souls to unlock helpers at the start of your run to give you better items along the way. Basically, it's like any roguelike game. The more you play it, the easier each run will get until you're finally able to make it until the finish. As you progress through the levels, they are all randomized every time with different passages for you to take as you search out the boss of that area. Most passages lead to more halls or demons to fend off, but occasionally you'll find your way to merchants or random free items. After every room is cleared out of its demons, you are rewarded with a chest with various health items, weapons, or small upgrades to help you continue the journey. When you finally make it to a boss, they are randomized for each run. Some bosses are definitely easier than others, but they all have different unique mechanics, so each boss feels like a true battle rather than just a large enemy with more health. The boss battles were intense and one of my favorite aspects of this game. Lost Castle is best played with friends, so you can have somewhat of a combo going on with your choice of weapons. Like one player take a powerful melee weapon while the other takes a healing staff for distance attack. Playing with a friend also makes what is a very difficult game a bit easier because you can revive each other instead of having a game over. Plus, having someone to discuss strategy with and work together is just more fun in general. This game offers both online and local co-op, so plenty of ways to make that teamwork happen. The game is also well equipped with a wacky sense of humor that keeps you coming back. From finding potions that give you the crafts, to using fish swords, to having little baby dinosaurs running around helping you out, the game has its own charm and makes you chuckle throughout the experience. I like it when game designers let their little quirks and sense of humor shine through their creation, and this is definitely the case here. While the game is very well polished and honestly just a ton of fun throughout, the game isn't without its flaws. First off, the character creation. It's just a random design. You can choose to shuffle your character design as much as you want and it swaps out various aesthetics, but you can't just pick what you want your character to look like. It also forces you to change this every time you play as well. It's not a huge deal, but why not just let us create a character we actually want to play with? Another flaw in the game is the skill tree. I like the tree, I like the powers, I like the upgrade format, but after every run, they put a time limit on choosing where to spend your points. When you reach the latter stages of the game and you have hundreds of points to spend, you're in a mad rush to spend them before time is up because you don't want to lose what you don't spend. There's no reason for this time limit and it sets you up for a very careless spending spree on what you work so hard to achieve. A final issue I can see with this game is that some of the weapons are far better than others. The staff that drops healing food and the staff that heals others are clearly the best items in the game, and if one player doesn't have the healing staff, then the run is much more difficult. The weapons could use a bit of balancing. Overall though, Lost Castle is a wonderful little roguelike game that brings all the best elements of the genre along with the charm, sense of humor, and a good mixture of challenge and fun. While I got the game for $2.99, this game is worth every penny of the $10 price tag that they are asking for, if not more. So give Lost Castle a try and dive into some of the best indie co-op action on the Switch. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and as always, go out there, find a great game to play, and just simply have a great rest of the day.